Hey, hey. Hi, Capricorns. All right. Caps, I've been dealing with some more upload issues. Well, streaming issues, not so much uploads, but streaming issues. So, I'm not sure how much longer all these problems are going to persist. It's been most of this week so far. So here's hoping that it settles out pretty soon. But really great to be with you guys anyway. And you'll see this video as soon as I can release it when it's done processing. But it seems YouTube must be undergoing some kind of upgrades or something that has created a glitch. This happens from time to time. So it significantly impedes my channel. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. But we have a Four of Cups sideways. We have a Six of Cups upright, and we have the High Priestess upright. Okay, so this is looking, Capricorn, like somebody obviously thinks a great deal about Capricorn. Now, my impression is it's somebody who thinks Capricorn is the bee's knees, so to speak. This would be someone that I don't think this is somebody necessarily from Capricorn's past wanting to return so much as it is someone who feels like, but I belong with Capricorn. Like there's this pull, there's this attraction, there's this energy here. I think about Capricorn all the time. I'm looking forward to the next time I see Capricorn. I think that they almost feel bummed that maybe they didn't make their move when they could have, not thoroughly. This could be somebody who made some kind of overture toward Capricorn, but it could have been really mild. It could have been something Capricorn didn't pick up on as like, oh, they're flirting with me, or, this is them hoping that I will pick up what they're putting down. It almost feels like it was a very subtle thing here, and they're like, oh man, I wish Capricorn had recognized what I was doing. We have a Knight of Swords upright. That Knight of Swords, I almost feel like it was too brief. They thought that they didn't get enough time the last time they talked to Capricorn to like get to the point of what they wanted to say. Hang on, what is it that you want to say to Capricorn? King of Cups. I got the feels. Capricorn, this King of Cups has wonderful emotions. Now, they could be masculine. Of course, they could still be a feminine as well, but they do come across as somebody who's got plenty of emotions. But it could be that this person has only encountered Capricorn like at brief moments where, it's like, it wasn't really appropriate to try to, get much more brewing with Capricorn, even though, gosh, I wish I could have. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Capricorn may have lots of people that approach them, or Capricorn could have a bit of a flirtatious, fun attitude. Cap could be somebody that like brushes past them, connects briefly, moves on, and is right on to their next, dialogue with someone else. It does seem like our character, looks at Capricorn as like, wow, they are somebody that's so attractive, but a lot of people want to flirt with Capricorn, and I was hoping to get a moment alone. Eight of Wands. Yeah, it almost seems like somebody else cut them off, brushed past them, or Capricorn turned and started having conversation with someone else. So whomever this is a person who wants to connect with Capricorn, but just keeps kind of feeling like, next time. Okay, next time I see Capricorn, I'm gonna find a way to like, I feel like they want to ask Capricorn out. Let me see. What is it that you'd like to do? We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. We have the Seven of Cups sideways. They do have something that they want to say. Okay, now we might be changing territory. They might be wanting to tell Capricorn something about themselves that they have held back. This could be something that maybe Capricorn doesn't know about them. Like maybe this person, for the longest time, Capricorn knew them as an individual that was like, not dateable. Maybe they were somebody that was still healing from something that they'd been through. And they're like, I know Capricorn doesn't know that that's not what it is anymore. And I need to kind of tell them, I need to set the record straight. I need to let Capricorn know. Eight of Swords. Look, I think for the longest time, because we have this clock here tied to the bunny, I think for the longest time, this person, whomever they are, they think that they're a soulmate to Capricorn and they are King of Cups. Capricorn only knew them as somebody that was unavailable. And it was like that for a long time. They were somebody who wasn't really over someone else, or they were still healing, something along those lines. Yeah, Queen of Swords. And they know that they haven't yet explained this, but they want to express that they're different now. I don't know. Let me just ask one more on that Queen of Swords, because that butterfly is tattooed right over the third eye. So I feel like they see they see everything differently. They see feminines differently. So we saw them as, potentially a divine masculine, as that, King of Cups, right? But they are looking at, in this case, Capricorn. But in the more grand sense, it's like I think what they really want to express is, for the longest time, I was hurt over somebody, right? But I've been comparing as I've been healing and realizing that maybe the truth of the matter is Capricorn was always the real empress. That, like, I didn't realize that those were traits that really make somebody wonderful. So why was I over here hurting over and healing over somebody else, when something so much brighter, so much better, somebody so much more remarkable was right there in front of me, showing me that this is what a better divine feminine looks like. This is what an empress looks like. They want to be able to say that, not to be like, hey, you're a lot better than my ex. Like, I don't think that's the way they're trying to say it at all. It's just, once in a while we pine for something that we lost without realizing, like, that was almost like our own immaturity. Like, we put somebody up on some pedestal they didn't belong on, but we don't know the difference between, like, this really high quality, high valuable person versus what, we were kind of crying over from our ex or something. We don't realize until we put it in perspective. Like, once you've met an empress and you realize that's who you're dealing with, everybody else kind of comes in at a much lower ranking. It's like, wow, no, that's somebody that is creme de la creme. And I just feel like, and then I'm sorry, I probably didn't find the best vocabulary to describe this, because I might still have fumbled my words and still made it sound like they're just going like, oh, hey, you're a lot better than my ex. I don't know that they're going to have the right words, just like I didn't find the right words to explain it. It means so much more than that. It's giving this huge, like, appreciation for Capricorn. Like, that's more what they want to say. I don't know why I was tangled up with healing from somebody else. That almost seems juvenile in my mind now, or laughable, because you're so much more. You represent such a beautiful, elegant, sophisticated person, Capricorn. That seems to be more of the way they're thinking about things. But again, they haven't had a moment yet of calm or peace where they could say these things to Capricorn, because I feel like the last time they saw Capricorn, it was in a rush. It was busy. Capricorn either had somebody else flirt with them, or Capricorn, I mean, maybe they see Capricorn in a workplace, maybe it's like, I can't wait to go in and see Capricorn. But if they're busy with 7 different customers or something, again, our conversation is going to be very limited. Well, and also the kind of conversation that they really want to have, they probably need to make a bigger overture and, like, ask Capricorn out. But again, I think that's what they were trying to get to. It's like, this is a person who's wanted to ask Capricorn out specifically so then they could get to the bigger conversation, which is, you're an empress. I know once upon a time I wasn't dateable. I wasn't trying to date. You might have known me as somebody that was, like, not on the market. Well, I'm on the market now, and I'm healed, and I'm on the market. Oh, and P.S., I'm blown away by you, Capricorn. You're an empress. I realize what that means now. That's more what this feels like. Like, they would like to be able to, like, do the step-by-step process to get through all those things I've just said. But right now they can't even try to ask Capricorn out. We have the star in the reverse. They keep missing their shot, is what it looks like. Okay, then hang on. Universe, what's your best message for this character? Because obviously they want to talk to Cappy. Ooh, twin flame. Well, in this case, I gotta say, maybe Capricorn's dodging them on purpose. This could be somebody that Capricorn is actually... It's possible Capricorn is still trying to heal from something of their own and is dodging them. I didn't see that coming. Hang on, let me get another one or two out of this deck. We have 9 of Cups and we have the Lovers with all those memories. See, I'm kind of inclined to believe right now in this storyline, what we're telling the story of is someone who was still hung up on an ex of theirs is now healed, right? And they want to try to date Capricorn. What they don't know is that Capricorn has also been, rebounding, bouncing back, getting themselves free, but still sometimes having a lot of memories of somebody from their past. So it's like both Capricorn and this King of Cups have been sitting basically side by side, but in their own little pods, dealing with broken hearts, even though they might be wonderful together. Capricorn has had their own, like memories of an ex that come to the forefront of their mind. And Capricorn's like, hey, I'm single. I'm enjoying my single life. I'm flirtatious. I get to pick somebody new, but I can't help it. Sometimes when I flirt with somebody new or date somebody new, the ex still bubbles up in my mind. Now, they haven't taken that into account. That maybe Capricorn is dodging them because Capricorn's like, I don't want somebody who's like all in love with me when I'm not ready to be in love with anybody, not when I'm still healing. Yeah, see, Knight of Wands. See, I think Capricorn is one here who's very flighty in this storyline. They're not ready. They don't want this person, this King of Cups, to offer them everything because they're like, I actually only want something lighthearted. See, I still have somebody on my mind. And I don't think that Capricorn has said this to this person at all. Let me just ask, if Capricorn's not really, really, really over their ex, I can understand why they would just be like, I'm not looking for anything serious, so I don't want somebody coming at me who wants to be all serious. The only thing is with the 7 of Cups, this is not to rush Capricorn or tell them, like, well, you should, Capricorn, give this person a try. But it does just say Capricorn has many different options, okay? They could have this person in their life as a friend. It doesn't matter if this person is head over heels for Capricorn still is under no obligation to then have to let this person in as a lover, right? But it does say sometimes we don't realize it, but somebody who's been right where we currently still are could be just the friend we need. They can be more stable. They won't be like offended and be like, oh, how come Capricorn won't give me a chance? And they're probably going to understand and be like, you're right where I used to be. Doesn't matter, Capricorn, you're absolutely stellar. You're somebody I want to just at least be in your life. It feels like Capricorn may not know it yet, but this person, this King of Cups, who thinks so highly of Capricorn, they may have like other things that they could offer to Capricorn aside from, romance or passion. If Capricorn doesn't want any of that with them right now, because they're like, I'm not trying to hurt you, but I don't want you falling in love with me because I'm literally still adjusting and I'm just lighthearted flirting. I don't want anybody to lay claim to me, start to make me try to be in a relationship with them. So I'm not trying to hurt you, but I can't do this right now. But it just says, still, that doesn't have to mean that Capricorn keeps this person out of their life or dodges them all the time. Again, there's a lot of different ways that we connect with people in this lifetime, and this could be a really valuable connection for what it is, right? We've got that 6 of Coins, and it is sideways. That 6 of Pentacles sideways says, again, what about building a friendship bond first, even if it's first based on the fact that, yes, maybe they have developed a lot of emotions for Capricorn, but their emotions are theirs to deal with, right? Cap doesn't have to reciprocate, but it might be really nice to have somebody who thinks so highly of Capricorn. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. That's certainly not anything to like, whatever. I don't want to hear that they like me. 5 of Coins. Also, this kind of potential friendship or even a closeness that could build into friends and, it's someone who almost feels like family and someone who's really supportive, that could start to almost heal Sag in a way they didn't know they needed. Sometimes we don't realize what it is that we need until we start to receive it from someone. And then it's like, oh, wow, this feels amazing. This is so nice. So all I can say on this one is this King of Cups is really trying to catch Capricorn's eye. And Cap seems to kind of be dodging them. Intentional or unintentional, I don't know for sure. But it does say that it's understandable that Capricorn doesn't want to get serious with anyone in the moment, but what if Capricorn changed their perspective and said, okay, hang on, this person thinks I'm great, this person wants to be around me, maybe that would be nice to have them around me, as long as they know where I'm at with things and aren't trying to push me for more when I'm not ready. This could be a very valuable connection, and who knows, maybe it could still become love if Cap is open to it later on, or maybe it just is the friendship, the relationship, that Cap might decide that they actually want and need, someone who's really kind, somebody who thinks highly of you. That always kind of sounds like a nice thing to have in one's life. So, all right, I'm going to leave that there, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.